So I caught wind that you were having trouble understanding who the Council of Eight are and what they're about. The Council of Eight is a group that Marty, William, N-Word Boy, Jason's, and a few other people made up to sound badass. They made that name up to try to scare me. There's like more than 8 members though. There's several people.
That's right, ladies and gentlemen. Cyrax is explaining what the Council of Eight are to Mr. whoever. I don't know who it was, but it doesn't really matter. This whole thing about the Council of Eight, from what I can understand, it originates from Reddit. You know, Reddit is obviously like the #1 arsenal of truth and facts and logic. You know, whenever I want to find out something about anything, I go to Reddit. 100%. Nobody ever lies on the internet, especially on Reddit. If you're lying on Reddit, well, you're not actually on Reddit, because Reddit doesn't have liars, and Chansey knows that, so he's using that to his complete advantage. But no, I would like to just say that Cyrax is back at it again, doing his usual gig, doing his usual blaming Marty for everything, yelling at Marty. He's threatened Marty on multiple occasions during live streams and stuff. There's been a lot of things going on, and I haven't done a video about this in a while. Let's dig into this.
There's the Council of Eight, and then there's something of 43, which if you're wondering what 43 is, that is literally their way of marking a prime target. If somebody is a 43, they're on the high-end spectrum of being somebody's target. And that's what the Council of Eight does. They run around, they target people, they mark people 1 through however many numbers they go to. And then if you're like in the 40s or higher, like if you're like say 40, 41, 42, you know what I mean. Like if you're in like the 40s or higher, you're mid to high level tier targeting, depending on how you react. And because of the way that I reacted, I got marked a 43, but I'm not going off the deep end and doing super crazy extreme stuff to be on the high end.
You know, Cyrax here says that he's not doing stuff to be on the super high end of this arbitrary number that the trolls gave him, I guess. You know, it's a whole system. You know, the trolls are so collected, they're so organized, that they put numbers on these people, like Daniel Larson, like Cyrax, like Andy Ditch, Chris Chan, so on and so forth. No, Cyrax, the 43 is a police code for crazy person. Somebody who's mentally deranged, because you're mentally deranged, Cyrax. You are lost. You're like a lost sheep, although you're not really a sheep, you're a goblin. But you get the point. You get what I'm trying to say. And just this whole thing about this scale on who to mess with and stuff. I don't know where he got that from. It's probably from the buddy trolls that are talking to him. You know, someone told him that somewhere, somehow, and he believes in it. Like, he listens to whatever the buddy trolls have to say. I mean, Cyrax is so lost. He has zero answers for anything. At least 0 answers that are actually, like, comprehensive and critical. You know, Cyrax has no critical thinking skills. Bro's got 1 intelligence, man.
Someone say this right now. Y'all trolls are a fucking joke. N-Word Boy, William, Marty, you guys just gave away that you're a bunch of scam artists and liars. I'm gonna say this flat out. Devin is not on your mother side, mother. He's not. Y'all just want to run your mouth so you can make money because y'all want to get a rise out of me. That's all it is. Wait till you, N-Word Boy, William Glory Bitch, and Music Face Marty. You're not getting a rise out of me no more. And your asses will be exposed. Your asses are going to be exposed by me. I'm going to expose the living fuck out of you on a podcast. Not saying which podcast, but just a podcast, because there are several podcasts that I am going to be on.
So, as per usual, Cyrax thinks that he's above Marty, William, and Woodboy, all these people. He thinks that he has some kind of sleight of hand against them, that he's going to be on some kind of podcast. Now, I don't know what kind of podcast that he was talking about here. He was on Lolcow podcast a while ago, and he ended up getting really, really angry and getting ripped apart by Wings of Redemption and Boogie. You know, I mean, good God, if you're losing to an argument against Boogie 2988, you kind of are failing in life. I'm not gonna lie. Like, Boogie is pretty low. He's pretty down there in the hierarchy of civilization. However, my friends, you know, obviously this never happened. These are older videos I'm, you know, commentating over today, but regardless, the point still stands. Like, Cyrax never proved anything. He never, like, went on some kind of podcast and owned Marty or owned the trolls or anything. It's always what it is. It's empty threats.
And I do mean several. So, you guys are not going to be getting away with all this fucking garbage that y'all are doing. I've been in contact with several major YouTubers that know about my story, that want to hear the real truth. So I am going to be exposing you guys. And if you guys think that I'm not going to expose you, you're full of shit. Because I know what you guys are trying to do to Devin. You guys are trying to scare him into not standing up for me. You don't like that he stands up for me, that's all it is. Y'all over there making up y'all's lives and shit. Saying that, like, oh, he's on our side. No, he's not. He hates you motherfuckers just as much as I do. You guys are a fucking joke, dude. Every one of you trolls is a goddamn joke. Every one of you trolls is a fucking joke and a loser, dog. Every one of you is a bitch-made loser. So yeah, PSA announcement here. The troll community is going to get exposed and get shut down by me starting Monday morning at 8 a.m.
So I just wanted to talk about this for a second, about this Devin Marlo character. Devin Marlo is the guy on the right side of the screen. He was like Cyrax's friend, and rumor has it is that Cyrax and him have been friends since high school, and that Cyrax, you know, as a 20-year-old, you know, was talking to this kid who's probably like, I don't know, mid-teenage years, you know, 15 plus, which is phenomenal. You know, being friends with a high schooler when you're in your early 20s is a great thing, amazing, 10 out of 10 Chansey. Really great stuff you got here. And the story of this Devin character, this Devin Marlo character, is that he deleted Chance's channel. Apparently he created the channel called DK Drifter, and Devin Marlo got word, or his mother got word about what was happening, and he deleted the channel. So that's phenomenal stuff. Good job, Devin. 10 out of 10 for you. You know, you're still probably friends with Cyrax. I don't know. Don't go after the guy. I don't know that much about him. Probably less than I should. But yeah, no, I just wanted to say that.
So if you losers think that y'all's little community is gonna still stand when I'm done, it's not. Y'all are gonna come crumbling down, and there ain't gonna be a goddamn thing you can do to stop it. Oh, and to Marty and William, good luck trying to break in, because it ain't gonna happen. Both of my accounts are locked down tighter than a goddamn drum snare, bitch. You ain't breaking in at all. So give up. It ain't gonna happen. Yeah, I know Monday's a holiday, but people at YouTube, some people still gotta work. Some people at YouTube and various companies still gotta work on that day. So, but like I said, to Marty, you're not winning, bitch. You ain't winning. And no, they're not. It's all mind games. That's all it is, dude. It's all fucking mind games. They only think that they're in my account, but in reality, they're not. They only think that they're in my account, but really they're not. So, Marty, William, and the troll community, be prepared to be exposed and shut down and probably end up in prison probably within the next few weeks.
I just want to say that Cyrax has no idea on what kind of trouble he's in. You know, I mean, Cyrax, Marty had control of multiple of your accounts on several occasions, and they've straight up told you, like, they have your account. that Inwood Boy has control of your account, Marty has control of your account, and all they want you to do is dance, bucko. Alright, that's all you gotta do. If you want to get down and boogie with it, you know, then you can, and you'll keep your YouTube channel. You know, that's what they claim. And, you know, I would support them in that goal. You know, seeing Cyrax do muscle spasms and call it dancing is a great good old gander. And, you know, but Marty did have access to your account, Cyrax. It's wild that he can say, they don't have access to my account, you know. But in reality, they do. I mean, I've seen multiple times where Marty or someone was posting streams titled, well, things that I can't exactly say in a YouTube video without getting in trouble. But you get what I'm trying to say. They do have access to your account, Cyrax, so get with it.
Monday, you're going to be exposed and probably have your accounts taken away that day. You're probably going to get IP banned. So you may as well say your last goodbyes. They need you to say good. Like, I'm going to need you guys to say goodbye to your shit, because by the time Monday rolls around, you guys are going to be done. And actually, Sunny and Tulsa, no, I'm not, motherfucker. And guess what? I get in contact with somebody that actually can do something about it, finally. So, yeah. Oh, I actually have, Amanda. I have looked into it. And all of you guys are liars. That's all you guys are liars, dude. Because she doesn't have the authoritarian figure to do anything, motherfuckers. Did you ever think about that? My mom's not a fucking staff member at YouTube or any form of social media, so how could she do anything? But a staff member with social media can do something. And so can a police officer, which I am in contact with all three, a detective, a police officer, and a federal agent, and a staff member at YouTube.
I just want to say it like this, Cyrax. I like how he mentions that his mom is not able to do anything about the trolls and such. They're not able to do anything about Marty or anything, that Sally is just completely helpless. Well, no crap, bucko. Alright, this is the internet. It's outside the control of most authorities, okay? YouTube's the only one who really has any kind of, like, say in what happens on their platform and so on and so forth. You know, and you know, Sally's not gonna, what is she gonna do? Wave her finger up in the air and Marty's gonna disappear? Well, and plus, the police don't need to be involved. You don't even like the police, Cyrax. You said it yourself. Another funny thing to mention here is that he says by Monday, all the trolls are gonna disappear. This was like a few weeks ago that he said this. This was like last month. I'm really late on this stuff, but we'll be catching up to all the other content that, you know, is current and present. But yeah, we're all still here. There's nothing to worry about. The troll communities and commentators and stuff, content creators, what have you, they're not gonna disappear. It's just classic Cyrax 101 of crying and bitching and moaning and all this shit.
So, Nicholas C. Beagler, you really want to play this game, motherfucker? Really? You really want to play this game of doing a cease and desist? I know why you're trying to do it. Because you want to try to legally shut me up. Well, guess what? That's never going to happen. Your cease and desist, fake as fuck, motherfucker. It's fake. Because yes, you did give me stress-induced eczema. Yes, you did send rope in my mail. Yes, you did have somebody throw a brick through a windshield. And yes, you did murder those prostitutes. The only reason why your ass got away with it is because there was lack of evidence against you proving that you fucking did it. So no, I will not stop speaking out against you, Nick. Your thing that you're trying to do ain't gonna work. And no, I'm not defaming you, motherfucker. I'm calling you on your shit.
I really enjoy Cyrax's little tangent, accusing Marty of doing all these terrible, terrible things. Some of it did happen, some of it didn't happen. I don't know about anything about prostitute or prostitutes being murdered. I don't know anything about that. I don't think that really happened. I feel like that's just a lie that the buddy trolls told him or someone. Maybe Marty told him it's himself to just make himself seem more cartoonishly evil. But regardless, I don't think that happened. I don't know where he got that idea. Regardless, the thing about the brick in the windshield, for those of you who don't know, last year during around Christmas time, somebody threw a brick at Sally's car and it hit the windshield. And, you know, obviously that cost money to repair. It cost about $400, I would say, 200 to 400 depending on the car. And yeah, no, I don't know why Cyrax cares about that whenever it's not even his car. I get it, you know, my mom's car got hit by a brick and someone threw it, you know, I get that you're angry about that, but like, I don't think Marty had anything to do with it. You know, someone could do anything against Cyrax's household and you would probably attribute it to Marty. Like the mailman could accidentally not deliver their package or something and he would blame Marty for it. You know, stuff like that. I could see that happening.
Your shit is fake. I'm never going to stop attacking you until you're off the internet. Because you're an internet bully. I am never going to stop calling you out on your fucking bullshit that you fucking do. Because you don't deserve to have a platform. After everything you've done to me, everything you've done to other people, and yeah, your people did have a hand in the Inquisitor's death. Your people did have a hand in trolling him. It may not have been you directly, that may be true. The people in your community. Because your people thought it'd be cute and be funny to troll him until he fucking did what he did. So Nick, take your fucking cease and desist and shove it up your ass, dude. I'm never going to stop talking shit about you, that's the truth. Because everything I speak about you is the truth, man. You're only trying to do this to shut me up, and guess what? It's never gonna work. Your little fake cease and desist is never gonna work, ever. Your fake ass lawyer is just that. He's fake as. So no, Nick, I'm not gonna stop calling you on your shit. Because all you're trying to do is shut me up. And guess what? It's never gonna work.
And just like that, Cyrax doesn't even understand that if he did shut up, none of this would continue happening to him. You know, it's just like, he is his own poison. He is his biggest enemy. And he'll never understand that. Cyrax will never get it. But he mentioned there a lawyer. Now, the story about that is that Marty had this lawyer, or a troll pretending to be a lawyer, and Cyrax was dealing with him. Cyrax says that he thinks that the lawyer is fake, but then later on he says that he thinks a lawyer is real. It makes no sense at all. It doesn't seem like he knows whether it's real or not. I mean, like everything in his life, it's a delusion and it's not real. But this whole thing is like this guy named Gil, who was Marty's lawyer. He's no longer around. He apparently doxed himself on Marty's stream. I heard that he was intoxicated and he was being, well, he posted a picture of his passport as his freaking profile picture on panel. So he doxed his name and all that good stuff. Not good stuff. That's not good at all. But yeah, no, he's no longer a character in the Cyrax story. We probably won't see him again, but you know, he was in the Cyrax story for probably about a week or so. We'll just have to see where it goes from here. I'm not sure if Marty's gonna go get a new lawyer or something. He probably won't, but we'll just have to see. Marty always has something up his sleeve.
Because until you are either off the internet like you should be and having a regular job, or until you get fucking arrested for your crimes that you committed against me and several other people, no, I will not stop calling you out. You can get the cops, you can get the feds, I don't give a fuck. I will turn right back around, show them everything that you've done, show them the fucking proof of what you've done, and guess what? They'll be at your fucking doorstep, not mine, motherfucker, because all you're trying to do is shut me up. That's all you're trying to do, and guess what, motherfucker, it ain't gonna work. So you really think you're gonna shut me up, Marty, but it's never gonna fucking work. You think that you're gonna shut me up by doing a fucking fake ass cease and desist? Try again, you stupid. It's never gonna work. Your little shitty cease and desist don't mean a goddamn thing to me. There's no cop, no military personnel, no legal authority that is going to shut me up, ever. Because you need to be locked up for all of the federal crimes that you committed against me, mother.
You heard it there, folks. Cyrax won't stop doing what he is doing, even if he gets arrested, even if a police officer takes him down, you know, even if military personnel takes him down, you know, nothing's gonna keep him down. You know, Goblin keeps on telling the truth, you know, Goblin's gonna make a meme where Marty's the virgin and he's the Chad, you know, he's gonna use that format, you know, Chad Cyrax versus the virgin Marty. I'm sure that would be awesome. That'd definitely work in court, Cyrax. Go for it. 10 out of 10. Would watch it again. But no, in reality, you know, Cyrax doesn't have any grasp of the situation. He doesn't get it. He doesn't understand that if he just stopped and reflected for a while, that he would actually get somewhere. He hasn't gotten anywhere in the past 9 years. I mean, it's been a long time since Cyrax has been on the internet. He's been on the internet since 2014. Marty found him in 2018, and then ever since then, he's just been a complete and utter failure at being a musician, being a gamer, being pretty much anything. I mean, Cyrax always wants to be something. There was one time where he wanted to be a baseball player, a UFC fighter, he wanted to go to MMA, just all sorts of weird stuff. Not sure why he wanted to go into it, but yeah, no, he just wants to be famous in everything, in every category, and he's just he's not good at any of them. He's not only not good at any of them, but he fails tremendously in everything.
For the past 7 years, I've basically been held captive on the internet by a psychopath by the name of Music Biz Marty, whose real name is Nicholas Beagler. His dad is a very famous and very well-known orthodontist, or orthopedic surgeon. And for the past 7 years, this man has been doing everything he can to make my life a living nightmare. Everything from illegal entrapment, blackmail, extortion, DDoSing, attempted murder 2 different times, turning my friends against me, turning my family against me, and making it hard for me to live my fucking life in peace. Every night I cry myself to sleep wondering when will it end. I'm 33 years old. I should not be dealing with this.
That's right, Cyrax, you are 33 years old. You're 33 years old, you're sitting here being trolled on the internet for the past, like, I don't know, 6 years. You know, what's another year gonna hurt, you know? What's another year of getting more scabs, you know, yelling at the internet, threatening to hurt people, doing all that stuff gonna hurt, Cyrax, you know? Go right ahead. Keep on digging yourself into this hole because that's what you keep on doing anyway, and it doesn't matter whether anybody gives you advice or not, you're not gonna listen to that either way. So, go ahead, keep on crying. I don't believe that you cry. I think there was only one time where Cyrax actually cried, and it was whenever he was admitting to being a PDF file on Tibbs' stream, you know. I think that's the only time he genuinely cried.
This man has changed my life for the worst. People hate me. People think that I'm this monster that I'm not. People think that I'm this vile person that I'm not. And I don't know what to do. Yes, I've said and done a lot of bad things because of all the situations. But all I want to do is live my fucking life in peace. I want to live my life. And people saying getting off the internet is the answer. No, the fuck it's not. These people fuck with me in real life. Go after my friends, my family in real life. I have lost a lot because of this person. I have lost a lot. Every night is a waking nightmare. Every day is a never-ending fight for my life, and I don't know what to do. I'm always scared. I'm always afraid of what somebody's gonna do next. My family has tried to call the police and tried to go down every legal avenue that we can, but no one will help. No one. This man illegally entrapped me to try to isolate me from my friends, so that he could bully me, and I don't know what to do anymore. This man has amassed such a following of people that hate me, and I don't know what to do.
My favorite thing about this whole cry for help is that he straight up says the solution, you know, getting off the internet mayhaps. No, I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. You know, it's like his one avenue to actually, like, stop everything is getting off the internet. But you know, this is the never-ending story of Cyrax, ladies and gentlemen. This is the never-ending story of a lolcow that doesn't know what's best for him. I mean, you know, most lolcows don't, but Cyrax especially. He drinks his poisons, man. He drinks them up, and he'll choose them again even when the potion of curity is right in front of him, you know. That's what he does. That's what Cyrax does. Good old Chancy boy continues to go on Marty's panels and stuff. He doesn't learn a dang thing, even whenever people give him genuine advice. That has happened multiple times where people have told him, Cyrax, this is what's up, and this is what you need to do, and he just doesn't listen to them. Not for a second. He doesn't want to believe that he's doing anything wrong. He thinks that he has a right to the internet that he hasn't earned. So that's where we're at.
Every time I try to do good for myself, he yanks me backwards. Every time I try to show that I'm not an evil person, he yanks me back and makes me look even worse than before by making up lies, saying shit that isn't true. This man is very evil, very vindictive, and very manipulative. Music Biz Marty is the definition of evil personified. Every day I wake up feeling trapped because I don't know how to get away from him without getting a lawyer involved that my family can't afford. My family doesn't come from money. We come from a hard-working class of farmers. I was raised on a dairy farm out in Bellingham, Washington State my whole life, where I lived with my mom, my grandparents, and my aunt and my uncle, and my cousin. So as a kid, when I wasn't at school, I was usually helping out my uncle or my aunt on the farm, doing something to help. But Marty, he comes from a rich family. I need help because I don't know how to put a stop to this. Every time I try to walk away, every time I try to do good for myself, he yanks me back in. I've reached out to so many people for fucking help, but no one will fucking stop him, and I don't understand why.
One thing that Cyrax won't understand is the reason that Marty has such a following is because so many people despise you, and you don't even think about one reason on why they despise you. You think that they're wrong and you're right, and that there's no way they can actually genuinely have a good reason of disliking you because you're such a god figure in your own head that you are perfect, Cyrax. You are perfect in your own mind. You can't accept criticism. But another thing to say is about the dairy farm thing. That is so untrue. I like how Cyrax just makes up some kind of backstory for himself. It's just like, okay, Cyrax, if you came from a dairy farm, why are you not there now? Why are you not there now? I mean, wouldn't Sally be the owner of that dairy farm? Wouldn't that be what it is? I mean, what happened to Reupload? He's in Alaska. He's not on no dairy farm over there. I hope. I don't think so. But it's total baloney, alright? He was never on a dairy farm. I believe it was his stepfather, Gordon, who also said that he was not on a farm. He just wasn't. Cyrax, you know, he makes up whatever backstory he wants. I believe there was one time where he said that he grew up in the back of Sally's car. That he and Sally would, you know, live in their car and you know, make up the money until they got the house that they live in now. He makes up whatever backstory he wants and he doesn't care. He thinks that people will believe it no matter what.
Him and his friends are evil. Him, N-word Boy, and William Glory Hole are very fucking evil. And all I want to do is get my life back. To be happy how I used to be. I had a life before Marty. I had a life before Music Biz Marty came into it and fucked it up. I had the most beautiful girlfriend I could ever ask for. I had a career that I was proud of as a professional streamer. My music was just taking off. I was literally living my dream. And then Marty stole it all away from me. This man stole it away from me. And like I said, I understand that the way I've gone about it may not be the correct way at all whatsoever. But you have to understand something. I've never been in this kind of situation, so I didn't know how to handle it. I still don't know how to handle it. I'm walking around scared every fucking day of my life.
You know, Cyrax is probably one of the most delusional people on the internet, which is what makes him so intriguing. You know, he has no real grasp of reality. Not in any degree, man, and he never did. You know, you can say that Christian's delusional, you can say that Daniel Larson was delusional, but I would say, I would make the argument that, you know, they weren't always delusional, at least not to the degree that they are now. You know, Christian was grounded in some level of reality. Daniel Larson had probably some level of reality in him before the whole, like, fame stuff got to his head. But Cyrax, he's always been delusional. He always thought he was great at music. He always thought that he was this big, famous person. And he's lying, and he's delusional about having this big streaming platform that he had. He claims that he had. That he was a streamer, that he was getting sponsorships, that he was getting this and that and the other. And you know, he has nothing to show to prove that, but he's gonna claim it. He's gonna say that I'm this big streamer, you know, and it's just not true. It's just not true whatsoever. But another thing to mention here is that, Cyrax, you've been in this situation for so long, and you're saying that you don't know how to handle it. Okay, dude, alright, sure. You've been in this situation for, you claim it's 7 years. I think it's 6 years. Regardless, it's a very, very good amount of time, you know. 6 years, you can get a master's degree, I'm pretty sure. You can at least get a bachelor's degree and 2 years of work, you know. That's like a good amount of time to do college stuff, and you've done nothing with it. I mean, dude, like, seriously. 6 years and you don't even know how to handle it. You don't know how to handle a troll, like, at all. Not to any degree, even with all the people that have given you advice. You know, Cyrax will never learn. But let me do my shoutouts. Now, before I do my shoutouts, I just want to say that I'm sorry for not posting videos as much. I've been busy handling personal issues of mine. I've been having to deal with my own little issues that I have with myself and private business. So I'm going to start uploading more and more, hopefully in the future. You know, I've been downtrodden, but that's besides the point. I just wanted to let you guys know that I'm going to keep on uploading stuff. Now, I would like to shout out Cloak, Oversoul, Peanut Mama, Mr. Super Perfect Cell, Lord of Worlds, Hello World, Perk 39, Honda Civic, Periodically Correct, D. Wilkins, Saggy Raggy, Ice, Ashy, Nihilit, The Black Pearl. Let's see, who else is here? Proto Kino, Boglim, ML Pruitt, The Otaku Otter, Mspark 400 Smith, Nolan, Enigma the Black Dragon, Wank Chanlins, Tranter, Bucky, Edward Walden Hain, Bakano Sensei, Jonah Hex, Capim, Claudio Diaz, Paul, Acme Rockets, The Feline Alchemist, Heretic 343, Shiny Piggy, Cyrax's delicious edible rock Doritos bag, Murphy, Flawed Spirit, Elijah Webster, Sourkins, David, Jack Me Hoff, Nuxie Chan, Dumbstoner69, ya boy David, Raziel Faustus, Devious One, Starscream, Builder Cat, Minnesota Dude, Zarl Champion, David Dash, Cousin of Clyde Cash, Wild Weaver Gaming, Canine Crazy, Free Stuff at 339, Queen, TJ Bender, Momar, Gunslinger Brett, STFU Noob, Operator, Greek Girl, Stin H, Swiss Tone Is, I don't know, I'm sorry, dude. I still don't know how to pronounce that. Dude, I'm Baked and Sludged Out, Christopher Zazel, Signum Somnia, Critty, Will Kill More, Mike McDermott, Isaac Folos, Mo Sislak, TZ Combat, Lolcows of the World, Dark Chocolate, Dogfish, Robert David C, Gil, Hellboy RP, Greasy Programmer, Robocop, Devin Castro, Anastasia, Jilly's Mom, Sheet Ghost with Bones, Discordia, Carla Usagi, Gecko Namer, White 7 Mike, Grumpy Puppy, Banshee, Mong Ong Stylish, Disc, Red, Mike Ox Smells, Icarus, Turd Ferguson, Digital Dream, Mid-Tin Pews, Mariam Zuzan, Lumberdump, Chundruck, Shala, Thomas Usman, Slothboy Slim, Chronic the Hemphog, Skin King, Benny, The Reverend Woody, Punky Squirrel 666, Cursed Decals, Light of Alpha, Tronic, Watch Me Print, and Hugh direction. Welcome. Welcome. Thank you guys so much for all of your support. Thank you so much. You know, again, I'm going to keep on trying to post more videos. You know, I've been slacking for a while, but hopefully I'll get back into it, my friends. I'll see you guys later. Bye-bye, everybody. Bye-bye.